There is a portal, a passage that we will all cross one day, yet it remains shrouded in absolute mystery. A threshold where time loses meaning and reality fractures. Where lie the secrets of those who have crossed this frontier and returned to tell the tale? What did they discover beyond the veil? Hidden truths await you. Truths that can completely transform your vision of life and of death. Welcome, seekers of truth, to Quantum Horizons, where we unravel the deepest mysteries of existence. If you're searching for answers that science cannot yet provide, this is your place. Smash the like button to strengthen our community of explorers, and subscribe so you won't miss a single revelation. Your comments are essential. Share your experiences with us. Witnesses report phenomena that transcend our understanding of reality. They describe sounds echoing from invisible dimensions, lights that defy the laws of physics, and a serenity that seems to belong to another plane of existence. The renowned researcher Raymond Moody became fascinated by these extraordinary testimonies. By compiling narratives from healthcare professionals and academics, he identified disturbing patterns that repeated systematically. Driven by scientific curiosity, he immersed himself in this investigation. Moody documented the accounts of more than 150 individuals who underwent this temporary crossing. Despite the uniqueness of each case, fascinating parallels emerged. Many described auditory perceptions even after vital signs had ceased. Neuroscience reveals that after cardiac arrest, the brain preserves residual energy for brief moments, enough time to register external stimuli, even without the capacity to respond. In this critical interval, they report absolute tranquility, complete release from physical suffering, and liberation from existential terror. Some perceived deep vibrations, distant rumblings, crystalline drops of mysterious origin, or celestial harmonies that seem to emanate from parallel realities, bringing indescribable peace. And then comes the inexplicable. A magnetic energy drags them through a dark, vertiginous tunnel, leading into realms that defy human perception. Suddenly, they experience out-of-body vision, observing their own bodies as external spectators. Some see themselves in operating rooms, surrounded by desperate medical teams. Others witness accidents or wreckage where their bodies lie motionless, yet their awareness remains intact. A disturbing question emerges: if I am here observing, who is that being down there? Hello, explorers of the unexplainable. If this journey is awakening your curiosity, join our community by subscribing to Quantum Horizons. Don't miss any exploration of the enigmas of the cosmos and human consciousness. Your like strengthens our work, and in the comments, share your theories about what happens beyond life. Your personal experiences are invaluable to us. Returning to the revelations that fascinate us. After crossing this dimensional tunnel, many describe absolute detachment from bodily limitations. Pain, anxiety, and all physical constraints simply dissolve. Some perceive ethereal melodies transcending our reality, while a supernatural calm completely envelops them. It is as if an expanded consciousness awaits them, something that fundamentally contradicts our traditional scientific explanations. Many describe being drawn by a force that transports them through obscure dimensions. Some experience unimaginable speeds, as if absorbed by a superior intelligence. Then comes the phenomenon of split perception, contemplating oneself externally, watching the physical body, the surrounding environment, the doctors, or the accident scene. An awakening, a revelation that the body is merely a temporary vehicle, while the true essence can exist independently of matter. From this point, some begin to encounter familiar presences or mysterious entities. Spirits of loved ones who have passed bring an atmosphere of joy and protection. Other entities seem to guide them on the next steps of this transcendental journey. For many, this experience completely revolutionizes their understanding of themselves and the universe, raising questions that no science or literature can definitively answer. One witness reported something that radically transformed her perception of existence. She realized she was not alone. Two spiritual entities were present. One identified itself as a companion, but they soon communicated that her time had not yet come. She had to return to the body she had abandoned. In that moment, another observer named Binks encountered an intense radiance, completely unlike anything experienced before. This light was not just luminosity, it was a living presence, pure consciousness, something that communicated telepathically. The entities received information directly from this light, without the need for conventional language. But when they returned and tried to describe it, words proved inadequate, incapable of conveying the magnitude of what they had witnessed. The light posed silent questions. Are you prepared to accept the transition? What knowledge have you gained from your earthly journey? Yet even in the face of such profound questions, there was no urgency or judgment, only unconditional love, acceptance, and absolute understanding. Some interpreted these questions as reflections on their existential purpose. Perhaps we are fragments of this cosmic light, pieces of the Creator or of a divine energy experiencing multiple earthly lives. In interacting with this light, observers regained awareness of their true nature. In a moment that felt like eternity, all memories and past experiences manifested simultaneously, as if their entire existence were reviewed cinematically, allowing them to understand mistakes, lessons, and unresolved matters. It was a moment of crystalline clarity, where regrets and injustices lost all weight. The light revealed two fundamental truths of existence: learning true love, and preserving the desire to heal, evolve, and connect with our essential humanity. Not everyone encountered this light, but all underwent the process of return, coming back to the body with an expanded understanding of existence. Some reported the experience of a threshold, a frontier that cannot be crossed casually. Some described it as an infinite beach, others as a luminous barrier, but all shared the sense that it was a portal to the true transition, a passage that cannot be forced. In many cases, the will to stay was overwhelming, but invisible forces guided each soul back, reminding them of responsibilities and bonds in the physical world. Darker accounts reveal that those approaching death while burdened with intense suffering may face disturbing experiences. Unresolved conflicts, guilt, and grief do not dissolve automatically. One man, devastated by the loss of his wife, encountered a terrifying place after the transition, realizing that his actions carried consequences and that suffering persisted beyond the body. Despite the differences, all who returned shared something transformative. They no longer feared death, nor did they regret their interrupted lives. Confronting mortality had revolutionized their perspective, pushing them to cherish the experience of living. Every obstacle, every challenge, was now seen through an entirely new lens. These experiences echo the ancient teachings of the Bardo Thodol, the Tibetan text that guides the passage after death. It describes the intermediate state, the period between death and complete transition, where one encounters intense light, unknown sounds, extraordinary images, and relives the entire existential journey. The parallels between Raymond Moody's discoveries and Tibetan tradition suggest that perhaps death is not the end, but the beginning of another state of consciousness. If anything becomes clear through all these narratives, it is that death does not represent the final point we imagine. It is a journey of discoveries, encounters, teachings, and revelations about existence itself, a moment that challenges us to reflect on the true meaning of living, loving, and evolving. And so, courageous explorers of the unexplainable, we reach the end of this transcendental journey. If these revelations touched your soul, strengthen our community by subscribing to Quantum Horizons, your portal to the deepest mysteries of life and consciousness. Your like is essential to expand this mission of discovery. In the comments, share the feelings these narratives awakened in you. We want to hear your personal experiences, theories, and reflections about death and the mysteries it holds. Thank you for joining us on this extraordinary exploration. The adventure through the secrets of the unknown is only beginning. Together, we will continue to unravel the deepest enigmas of the universe and the human mind. Until our next journey, where new mysteries await.